What's good? Y'all know who it is. Y'all know what it is. Boy Matthew Shack, live here in Los Angeles once again. Welcome to Shack Unfiltered, y'all. I was here earlier, man. We was in here earlier, man. We was chopping it up and we was doing what we do. And we was talking about, Chandler Jones situation, and it came across the news wire that there has been an arrest in the Tupac Shakur murder from back in 1996. And I found on it to really understand the seriousness, of this situation and how it went down, because it was before social media. It was before Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. So it was a lot more, I would say, a lot more theatrical. That's a good ass word, Shaq. Damn, dog, you a wordsmith, bro. It was a lot more theatrical because you had to use a lot of your imagination, and you didn't, there's a lot of speculation. You didn't have, the instantaneous news and all the stuff that we have now that we can find out stuff immediately. We had to kind of speculate and use your imagination and try to decipher what happened. And seems like today, Las Vegas Police Department, County of Clark County, and in the state of Nevada, city of Las Vegas, they're not playing with the situation. It looks like Keefe, those of us who are hip hop, or those of us who are from the streets or whatnot, we know Keefe had that name, especially here in LA. Had a lot of recognition. A lot of his name rang like a cell phone here. He got arrested today and has been formally charged with the murder of Tupac Shakur. Now, one thing I will say is this, man. I am fortunate enough to say that I've met Tupac on several occasions. Okay. And I have some Tupac stories that I will tell when I'm ready to tell them, but I will say this. One thing that I will never do is not do my homework. I'm going to do my homework, dog. I'm going to find out exactly what the charges are and find out what's going on. So what I did was, you guys, I actually watched the press conference. Okay. I feel it's my duty as the curator of this channel to be factual. If you look at the tagline of my channel, it says real talk, not fake talk. I'm always going to say the real deal, dog. Real deal, Holyfield with me, bruh. I don't care who likes it, who loves it. I watched the press conference because I wanted to know the charges that was being levied, and I wanted to know how serious it seemed. Of course, they're not going to give you the whole breakdown of what they have, but I'm going to tell you this right now, bro. No lie. The sheriff of the entire county, okay, the entire county, Clark County, in Las Vegas, in Nevada, spoke first. When the man was talking, he was talking with conviction. The dude had emotion. Usually when you hear police officers, they don't, or your high-ranking officials in law enforcement, and they're making statements, they don't have like really an emotional type of, and if it is, it's more anger, it's more demonstrative. This dude had like a sense of relief. The first thing he said, and this is to me, man, is serious. When you have the sheriff with emotion, he said, told him who he was, I'm blah, 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 this, that, and the other, man. Let this loud ass plane fly over, man, because as you know, I'm in a good area, so we're going to have planes and nice things flying around, okay? All right, so, matter of fact, that sounds like a helicopter. Very nice. Yeah, nice area. He said, after he introduced himself, he put his head, they said 27 years. 27 years. I was like, what? He was like 27 years. I'm like, oh my God, bro. Oh my God. He said that. And then he started just, we are proud to announce after 27 years of investigation for the death of Tupac Shakur. And he was just talking, he was talking like a fan, bro. He was talking like a fan. I had to call my wife and I said, babe, come in here and look at this sheriff talking right now. Look at him, what he's saying. The dude was making it clear, man. He said, man, we have never stopped working on this case. We had done everything that was possible, and we got what we wanted today. And he started laying out the situation. He said, it all started on September 7th, 1996. And I'm like, oh, man, this is not good at all. Okay, because he's telling like he's a narrator in a story or something like this cat's trying to be Morgan Freeman and shit. That like he's trying to tell a story. I'm like, oh my God, this is not cool, bruh. Not cool. Okay, for whoever's involved. All right, because he's talking with emotion. Okay, looked like he wanted to kind of, he looked like he might have wanted to kind of let it go a little bit because he was tripping. All right. So he went through his little case, his little opening, okay, broke down the night. Those of you guys who may be too young, I'll break it down to you because I was a grown ass man. I remember everything. I remember because it's right around my birthday. It's right around this time right here, September. It was my birthday. I know what was going on. I know what I was doing. I know who I was dating. I know I know everything about what was going on at that time, bro. It's one of those things that you will always remember. It's like if you were around when you heard about September 11th, 2001, you're going to remember where you were, who you were around, what happened. So anyway, September, I'm just going to break it down very, very easily. September 7th, Tupac and Suge Knight were at Mike Tyson's fight. I forgot who he was fighting. I think he was fighting. Who was he fighting? I don't know. I can't even remember. It was Bruce somebody. I can't even remember exactly who he fought, but Tyson beat his ass like in 2 rounds or a round or something. He beat his ass. It was a fast fight. So, MGM Grand, Orlando Anderson, who was a member of a rival gang. Okay, I'm not getting into gang names. I'm not putting all that out here. Okay, y'all can do your homework and figure it out. 2 different factions: the faction that Suge is in, that Pac was affiliated with, and the faction of another faction, all from Compton. Okay, the other gang was from Compton, and Suge's gang's from Compton. Leave it like that, man. Do your homework. Okay. So what happened was, they're already rivals. What already happened was that they spotted Orlando Anderson inside the MGM Grand Hotel. Pac, Suge, all of them was there, and it's all on tape. And then the guy showed the video. Now, he didn't show it from my vantage point, but during the press conference, they had it thing. They showed it. I've seen it thousands of times. It's black and white. I've seen it. Okay. And they literally stomped Orlando Anderson out. They Pac stomped him out. Suge stomped him out. All the members of Death Row that was there stomped him out. Everybody stomped him out. And he was by himself. Okay. And they all ran out. They all ran out of the casino, got in the cars or whatever. According to the police report, not me, according to what the guy said, what they had was that after he got jumped, Keefe D, that's his nephew. Orlando Anderson is the person who has been pretty much universally recognized as the guy who actually shot Pac. Street justice caught up, or something happened where he got caught up with like a year or 2 later. Okay, so he's no longer with us as well. This is all common knowledge. Ain't no snitching going on around here, dog. Everything is all public knowledge. So, according to what the sheriff said, he said that at that time, Orlando Anderson met up with his uncle, Keefe D, 2 other members. They were driving a white Cadillac, and they went and started looking for Suge and Pop Sugar and Pac had already started going to the nightclub, to the after party. Those of us who was around know that Club 662, that was the Death Row Club. Club 662, okay? It's banging, okay? Back in them days. So Death Row had their own nightclub in Vegas, okay? So they were on their way there. They caught up with Pac and Suge, and according to what the sheriff from the Vegas Police Department said, not me, he said that Keefe D was in the front seat. He was in the passenger seat or driving, or there was two people in the front, another guy, and or his nephew Orlando Anderson in the back, and another guy. And according to what the sheriff said, that Keefe D was the one that supplied the guns and passed the guns back to those guys. Pulled up on Pac on Flamingo. Okay, those of us who know Vegas know where Flamingo is. Okay, pulled up on Flamingo, and y'all know what happened. Okay. Then he called the district attorney up. He's like, okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna bring the DA in. So then the DA comes up. The DA comes up. And when he comes up, he starts off talking about how Tupac is a music legend with the same amount of veracity that he had, that the other guy had. Okay? Fans. Then the district attorney quoted Tupac. He quoted Tupac, bro. It didn't look like he was looking at no notes to me. I was looking at these guys. I said, man, these guys are in their early 40s or mid 40s or something, man. These guys are fans. These guys would know the lyrics to Shed So Many Tears. Back in elementary, 5 on misery. I was like, man, these guys probably know every word. They probably were in high school or middle school, and they like, man, this guy was a fan. Okay, the DA. So he started talking. DA started talking at that point, and he started bringing up what had been done since, because they said they had people who they wanted to. There's a lot of flies and people flying around like bugs and shit. He said that they had an idea of who they wanted to try to indict, but they didn't have enough evidence. They didn't have enough evidence, bro. Like, no evidence. Everybody's snitches get stitches, and end up in ditches, bruh. So everybody was keeping their mouth shut. They didn't have enough evidence to bring anybody to trial. So for all these years, bro, 27 years, or actually it was about 22 years or so. Nothing, bro. Nothing. Until 2018. And like I said, everything I'm saying, you can go watch. I recommend you, if you really want to know, go watch the press conference. It's only about 17 minutes long, bro. With that being said, he said that they'd have no evidence to get nothing done until 2018, when Keefe D started doing interviews. Now, I've seen Keefe D's interviews, bro. I've watched them. I'm like, I want to know what's popping. And they were all on Vlad TV. Vlad TV, you know, there's been a lot of speculation about Vlad TV and what it is and what it ain't. You know, whatever. But at the end of the day, Keefe D started doing interviews with Vlad, and then he wrote a book called Compton Street Legend. He wrote a book, and he started just talking, like putting it out there and saying what it is he was saying, bro. You know, saying what he was saying. And the DA said that's when they reopened the case. It was a cold case, as they say in detective work. Cold case is a case where they have no leads. It's cold. All the leads are cold. Okay. So it went from a cold case to a hot case because information's coming out. So for over the past 5 years, okay, it's 2023, 2018 to 2023, they said that all of this came from the mouth of the accused. All the evidence that they rounded up came from him, according to them. Okay? I don't know. I'm just telling you what the district attorney of that county, the same, and that city. He said from the interviews that he gave, the information that he put out, the book that he wrote, they started being able to piece it together. He said, we were able to figure out who was sitting where. And I know why, because I saw the interview. He said where he was sitting. He said this person was sitting in here, I was sitting here, this person was sitting here, and my nephew was sitting here. They didn't have that information. They didn't even know who was in the car. They had no idea. They had no idea who was in the car, bro. They knew after he said it. Okay? So on and so forth. And in July, they did a raid of Keefe D's wife's house in Las Vegas. Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, the local county sheriffs, police raided the house, took computers, took pictures, because there was pictures laying around, and they took bullets, 40 cal bullets. Now I'm gonna tell you something, though. I come from a family of law enforcement and military and all that stuff, dog. Okay, somebody better get their ass out the street. Better get out the street. Okay. If those bullets matches the bullets that was in Pac, if there's bullets from 27 years ago, and they do a ballistics test on those bullets, and they match, it's not good. It's not good, bruh. I don't know. All I'm saying is, why would you have bullets from that, bro? Like, why would you have that, like, just laying around? Like, allegedly, I don't know. I'm just telling you what they said. They picked up bullets. I'm just trying to piece it together. And then they mentioned that Tupac's family, rest in peace to Afeni Shakur. She, his mother, she passed away a few years ago. So I think the only persons that left is Tupac's sister. And I also think that Tupac's sister, and I think that his stepbrother Mo Preem are still alive. Mo Preem's alive, obviously, and so is his sister. But the thing that shocked me the most, and then I'll read you guys' questions. The things that shocked me the most was the amount of emotion that every member of law enforcement was talking when they were up there. They were all acting. He was, and the DA said, an absence of, what did he say? An absence of justice is a lack of justice. He said, not in this case. He said, we even got the old. They even went out and got the old original investigator from the original crime who retired, and he was working on the case the past 5 years as a retired police officer. That was what he was doing on the weekends. I'm like, damn. They said we solved 90% of our cases. 90% of our murder cases are solved. That's the highest in the country. And anybody thinks that they got away with something, or their family members, and we're still working on your case, we're gonna keep working on it until we solve it. I was like, man, it's personal. It was personal for them, dog. It was personal. It was a big embarrassment. It was a huge embarrassment, man. Huge embarrassment for Las Vegas PD. Huge embarrassment for the state of Nevada. Huge embarrassment for the district attorney's office of Clark County. They took it personal, bro. They took it personal. So all I can say is this, dog. It's possible Keefe D might walk. If the evidence don't stick, it don't stick, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it don't look good. I'm like, damn. Okay? I'm like, damn, dog. I remember hearing Tupac was dead, because he died like 6 days later. He actually died on the 13th. My birthday's on the 18th. And I remember listening back at home, those of us who are from the Bay Area, KMEL, you know what I'm saying, 106.1. And I remember driving in my car, bro, and hearing breaking news, Tupac is dead, bro. Like I said, those of us who are from that era, and if you're not from that era, talk to your family, talk to your mom or your dad if they're into hip hop or whatever, or talk to your uncle, your hip uncle, your hip auntie, your cousins. Everybody remembers where they were when they heard Tupac died. Everybody who was around, even people who didn't know, because that was just it was big, okay. And for that situation, man, to take this long to happen, there's no there is no statutes of limitations on murder, bro. No statutes of limitations on murder. No statutes of limitation on rape. Ask Bill Cosby. Ask Bill Cosby right now. Okay. Bill Cosby, he's in court again for something that happened in 1972. I'm like, damn, bro. Come on, dog. Like, so I'm gonna read you guys' questions. All I'm saying is, man, they're saying justice was served. They're taking it seriously. They acting like they got a slam dunk case. And all I can say is, man, is that I've seen things fall apart, bro. I've seen things fall apart in court. I've seen things, evidence when they have to cross-examine witnesses and cross-examine evidence. And you know, I have a criminal justice degree, you guys. I have a bachelor's degree in this. Don't think Shaq is just a sports guy. I am a intellectual, bro. Okay, I have a bachelor's degree in criminal justice. I know everything that it takes because I was going to be an attorney. That was going to be, after playing in professional sports, I was going to be an attorney, bro. Okay, so I almost did, but you know, the music stuff, I started blowing up on that. So I was like, hey man, I'm gonna stick over here, man. To more females, the knockdown, and more fun than going to law school. But with that being said, though, there's a lot of things that could fall by the wayside, bro. How old is the evidence? You do the forensics on things. Do things match up? Does the ballistics match up? Does this, does that? Are there inconclusive evidence? There's a whole bunch of things. These people are going to have their experts coming in, and same with Vegas. Vegas is going to have their experts, and we're going to see how it all pans out. But they're taking this, they took it personal, bro. So let me read you guys' comments, see what's going on, man. I had to talk about this, man, because that's my era, and Pac to me is the GOAT. He's the GOAT rapper. He might not have the best flow. I think the person who had the best flow out of all time is Biggie. Biggie's flow is just, nobody's flow is on Biggie. But if you look at impact, you look at culture, you look at pushing the culture forward, you're looking at two coasts. They, born in New York and raised in Baltimore like my wife, and came to the Bay where I'm from. He just movies, acting, just a lot, bro. Just a lot. He had so much impact. Okay. So I'm gonna read you guys' comments, see what you guys are chopping it up about, man. But I had to talk about this. I'm gonna talk about other things, bro. Like there's more to life than what's popping. I'm gonna talk about what I want to talk about, and hopefully you guys are interested. All right, here we go. All right, Rick. Heard a couple of months ago that he was a suspect, but there was no arrest at the time. He's been a suspect according to the sheriff. He said he's been a suspect since the beginning, but they didn't have enough evidence, man. This is the United States of law, of the United States of America. You got to have you got to have probable cause, and you have to have reasonable doubt. You have to have all these different methods of weighing evidence for you to call somebody, you to get a grand jury indictment. They couldn't get a grand jury indictment, bro. They couldn't do it. They didn't have enough evidence, man. People were not talking. People were not talking. Suge never talked. He never snitched. No witnesses ever came up. Nobody never said nothing. Nobody ever threw no names out there. Because even Orlando Anderson wasn't prosecuted and arrested. Who is, like I said, who's universally recognized as the shooter, the actual shooter. Okay, he was right here in L.A. doing his stuff thistle. Okay, so based on what they said, it took the book and the interviews for them to get the ball rolling, bro. Okay. Nate Smith, what's good, OG? You know what it is, big dog. And hey, man, just to let you guys know, don't forget, Go to the top of the page and get the merch, bro. Go to the top of the page and click the link. The official Matthew Shack Unfiltered Shopify store is open for business, bro. Get yourself something tight to wear, bro, so you can represent. Okay. And if you don't, here you go right here, bro. Right here. Okay. Matthew Shack Unfiltered .myshopify.com. All right. Okay. Raider C-Dub, he's been free for 30 years. Man, that's a long time, though. That's a long time, man. And they said he's 60 years old. Okay. They said he's 60. Okay. So that's a lot to say, bro. You've been out all this time, man. You know, allegedly, because I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know. I'm not there. I don't know the case. I don't know the ins and outs of the case. Okay. But I do know 27 years is a long time, man. And for them to say that it started when you started releasing books and talking and doing interviews with Vlad TV and all of that. Hey, dog, I don't know what to say. Hula Barrett says, salute, OG, you know what it is. Panda Coloma said, Puppy better pay to take out Keefe D before he talks. William Boozer, yes, sir. What the hell have they been info with this man? All I know is they took it personal, bro. When the district attorney is quoting lyrics from Tupac, they were taking it personal, bro. Okay. These guys look like they was hip hop fans, bro. They're the guys, and we've all seen it. We've all seen it. I see here in LA all the time. When you see somebody pull up to a stoplight and they're playing something and you look over and you're like, okay, right. And you go and you look and you see somebody who doesn't look like they should be listening to what they're listening to, bro. I see it all the time, bro. I see it all the time. I be in these good areas and I turn and look over and somebody's bumping something, dog. How do you want it? How do you feel? And I turn over and I look and it looks like one of my teachers from when I was in high school, bro. Grade up. He's bumping and he sees me. He just turns it. He turns it down. He looks straight ahead. Saying all the lyrics, man. Saying the N-word and everything, bro. They look like those kind of guys. D. Suarez. Hey, D, I was glad you came on here. David Suarez, who's on here in the Philippines, Manila, Philippines, is from Las Vegas, Nevada, bro. If anybody knows what's popping, it's my boy D. Suarez. Don't think just because he's in Manila, the Philippines, he don't know what's popping, dog. He's from Vegas. Okay, what's up, man? I was hoping you were gonna come in on that. And don't mind all the noise in the background. There's just some kids over there that are getting some aluminum cans in the background, crushing them up, man. Let the kids get their money, bro. Let them get their candy money. He says, man, I was down the street on Koval Lane at the homie's house. See, this is why you guys watch Matthew Shack Unfiltered. This is somebody who was down the street. Okay? Koval, if I ain't mistaken, D. Suarez, Koval is the cross street on Flamingo where Pac got shot, on the corner of Flamingo and Koval. D. Suarez saying that he was down the street on the cross street at the homie's house watching the Tyson fight. I remember like it was yesterday. This is somebody who was in proximity. Hey, D, did you hear any gunshots, bro? Did you hear any gunshots? That's what I want to know. Tony Dale in the house. Bo Long said, all eyes on me. Hey, man, like I said, man, your boy, I'm fortunate. I got a couple of Pac stories, bro. I met Pac a couple times, bro. I got some stories. I'm going to save them. I'm going to save those. I ain't going to waste it on here like this. I'm going to save those. But I got some stories. I got some stories, bro. Stand. Come over here and don't waste your time, you guys. Come over here and don't waste your time. I'm going to have to... Too much ash, man. I can't even like this right now. Okay. Bo Long, Illuminati confirmed. As you can see, there's going to be certain times I'm going to answer and certain times I'm not. You said it was Bruce Seldon. Thank you, D. David Suarez, Bruce Seldon. I said Bruce something, didn't I? Didn't I, David Suarez? I said I knew it was Bruce something. Bruce Seldon. He beat his ass. I mean, Tyson. This was when Tyson was at the peak of his powers, bro. When he was Thanos, bro. He beat the shit out of Bruce Seldon, man. He beat. I think it was one round or two. I think it was a one round. David Suarez, or was it two? But I knew it was Bruce. I said Bruce somebody. Yeah, Bruce Seldon. He beat his ass. We were all watching that, bro. That's when Tyson was much CTV. When you didn't miss Mike Tyson fights, man. Even if you didn't have the money, you were going to somebody's house who had to fight. Even if you didn't like him, it's like, man, I really don't like this cat, but I'm gonna go over to the house and watch the fight. I'm gonna watch the fight because we were going to the club, D. Suarez. We were going to the club. We were like, okay, let's get dressed. Let's go to the homie's house who got the fight. His father had the fight on. We can go over there. We're gonna watch the fight. Then we're gonna go to the club. That's what it was. That's what it was. David Suarez, have you seen that video, Glasses Malone, Tupac Must Die? I heard about it. I've interviewed Glasses Malone before. You know, in my previous life, I was a celebrity interviewer when I first came out here. And I've interviewed Glasses Malone, man. I got that interview. I got all my interviews that I interviewed everybody, all on MP3. But I heard about the song, but it all comes from that whole situation, from the whole gang culture situation. Yeah, but I got an interview with Glass. I think I got a picture with Glasses too. I can pull and let y'all see. David Suarez said Keefe thought he was safe doing interviews with his name, Tupac's name in his mouth. David Suarez can talk. David Suarez can talk that. Y'all don't understand who D. Suarez is. I'm not gonna tell you who he is, but understand D. Suarez is a real one, bruh. So, hey, bro, I'm just gonna puff on my cigar on certain things. Okay. Panda Coloma, you don't think you can match unfired bullets ballistically? I don't think you can match unfired bullets ballistically. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Let me tell you how you can do it. You're looking at somebody who loves the first 48, bro. That I love seeing the peace guys going there acting like they super tough, and next thing you know, they singing like Whitney Houston. Okay. All you have to do, bro, they have the bullets that kill Pop. Okay. You know, those of us who believe that he's gone, and, you know, a lot of people don't believe he's gone. You know, we can get into all of that, but they have the bullets, bro. Okay. Who the actual bullets that kill Pop. That's part of the police file. That's part of the code file. That's called evidence. That's called physical evidence. Okay. So that physical evidence that they have. If they have bullets that were unfired, all they have to do, if it's 40 caliber, according to what the sheriff said, they're 40 cals. A lot of y'all, no guns, 40 cal. What do they got to do? Get a 40 caliber gun. They could tell what pistol was used in forensics. Back in 1996, they probably didn't have the ability to do what they do now. But they can easily find out this was shot by a Ruger, this was shot by, a Glock. They can figure that out. The firing pin, if they can look at it and match the firing pin. This is FBI, bro. I don't know why y'all think that this is impossible. This is FBI. They could figure out what hammer from what gun fired the bullets. If they have 40 cal bullets, all they got to do is get the same kind of weapon that has that same type of hammer. Fire in. They have it looks like your grandmother or your great grandmother used to have those old Folgers coffee cans. They have something that looks like a coffee can. Okay, it's very thick. They put the muzzle of the gun in there, and it's water. It's like water, like a water pit, and they fire the bullet into the water pit. Okay, so the water stops the bullet or whatever. They shoot it into the water, and then they take it out. And then they'll match up. They'll match the marks up. Okay? Plus, they could see the bullets, the maker of the bullets. They could see the serial number. Bullets have serial numbers on it. The serial number on the bullet. They could find out. They can call the ammunition company, find out, the lot number of the bullets that were made, find out if it came from the same box, if it's from the same lot number, if the numbers are, numerically in order. I mean, this is too many ways, bro. This is too many ways, man. If they got that, it's all bad. Okay. William Boozer, what's up, Booze? It's about time. Okay. Paluma said maybe brand, caliber, etc. They fire that gun, they fire and they use that ammunition and they fire and they match up those, they match it up. It's all bad. Yeah, Tupac's dad is alive, Daryl. You're right, man. Yeah, he is alive, man. Okay. Pac looks like him. He's Tupac's real father is just a light skinned version of him. He looks just like his dad, but his dad's light skinned. Westside Media said KMEL would play updates on Tupac's condition hourly, bro, hourly, daily. Okay, daily. Pac's Bay Area legend, bro. Okay. KMEL would, yeah, and he said I remember where I was for sure, Shaq. I know where I was at though. I was on my way to the studio. I was on my way to my studio to finish up some mixes when I heard he had got when he was dead, bro. And I walked in, and my father was there because my father had his own business, had an insurance business, and in the back I had my own studio. So my dad had an office building, and in the back I had a studio, and I'd bring all the rappers in. I'd be producing them, getting paid, and all that. So I came through the back door, and my dad called me in. He's like, Tupac died. I just wanted to tell you. I said, I know. I just heard it on the radio, So I remember. I totally remember, bro. When Boots, I can't wait to hear everything. Oh, the evidence is coming out, man. They're going full court Molly on this guy. They're not playing, bro. I just, all I'm saying is they better have a ducks in a row. Like there's attorneys lining up right now. There's attorneys lining up to make their bones, bro. They're gonna definitely try to represent Keefe without question. They're gonna definitely do it, bro. This guy is very well connected and very well popular here in Los Angeles, bro. Like there's gonna be people that are definitely gonna be putting some money on his books. Keefe D ain't got to worry about not having no money on his books, bro. Trust and believe that. Central Coast Cali Raider, always on point with the facts. The future we covering in this shack, dog. We're a lifestyle channel, bro. We just been talking football because that's what's popping, but we're gonna talk about other subjects, bro. And I appreciate all you guys being on here. This is how the channel's gonna grow. I don't want to be one-dimensional. I hate being one-dimensional, bro. When I was a player, I didn't want to just be able to just run north-south. I wanted to have that wiggle. I wanted to catch the ball out the backfield. I wanted to be able to throw the football. When I was on the basketball court, dog, I wanted to be able to do everything. You know what I'm saying? So we're multi-dimensional over here, man. All these other channels, they can specialize. Salute to them. But over here, dog, we gonna keep it. We gonna keep it crispy over here, dog. You know what I'm saying? We got motion. All right. But so the Cobra runs behind the MGM Grand, back behind the High Roller. I know it, man. Now I think Koval, if I ain't mistaken, now they have over there, because I stayed at the MGM Grand in May when I went to the Death Star for the tour. I was just there, okay, and I think that's where they have Top Golf at. I think that's where the Top Golf is at, if I ain't mistaken. Top Golf is right over there as well. So it's right there, bro. But it's down on the other end. Flamingo's down on the far end, bro. Okay, that street is always busy too. It's very bad. Ain't I right, D? D Suarez, man, and it seems like a Westside Media knows what he's talking about too. It seems there's always a lot of traffic on Koval, man. I hate going down that street. It's just too much traffic, bro. The streets are really narrow and it's a lot of traffic because it runs parallel to Las Vegas Boulevard, right? Am I lying? It runs parallel, so a lot of people take that because they don't want to go down the strip because there's too much traffic on the strip. But Koval's no better, bro. Koval's horrible. Robert Munoz, man, what's going on? Just pulled up. Salute, man. Hey, man, make sure you guys are going to the store, man, the Matthew Shack Unfiltered store, man, and go over there and get you some merchandise, man. We got stuff for all you guys, man. We're Unfiltered Nation. You guys got your own shirt. Unfiltered Fam, you got your own shirt, and we got some other stuff for y'all we're gonna be putting together, bro. D. Suarez says, I didn't hear the gunshots, but we were kicking in the hood behind the strip on Koval. He stopped on Selden. Oh, Selden, that's where it was. It wasn't Koval, it was Selden. You're right. Selden in round one. Oh, no, Bruce Selden, you're right. It was on Koval. I mean, Selden was the guy he was fighting. You're right, bro. Yeah, round one. I knew it was round one or round two. See, D, that's 27 years ago, bro. There's people on here who wasn't even alive, and we're like remembering all these details of something that happened almost 30 years ago. God. Robert Munoz. I heard Pac, I was 20 years old riding with a friend. Disbelief was unbearable. Hey, dog. You an OG, bruh. You an OG, bruh. If you was 20, that means you 47. That means you a three ringer, bruh. Robert Munoz, you a three ringer, bruh. You a three ringer. You a three ringer, bruh. Okay, it's good to have some three ringers around here, dog. And Monty Gross, what's up, Monty? Now, Monty, me and Amani grew up together, man. Me and Amani grew up in the same church, man. Our families interacted, all that. Okay. He's out in Baltimore now. Said, whoa, coincidentally, something out in Bmore said Pac was still alive. Today's conversation is so crazy. Like I said, man, that's another conversation, bro. That's a whole nother conversation, that we can have and talk about it. Maybe we'll talk about that next. But I'm going to tell you this now, dog. If he is or if he ain't, he's legally dead. He's legally dead. And if he's legally dead and you're illegally murdered and you ain't, somebody got to show up. Pac got to show up to the court. Just walk in, say, I'm good. I don't believe that's going to happen. Joseph said justice for Pac. That's what law enforcement said. They said justice for Pac, y'all. God. Robin Munoz, I remember back in the day when Tupac and Big both passed away, people would argue and literally fight about who you bump, Pac or Big. Damn, it was insane back in the day. Hey, man, I'm from the West Coast, bro. I was born on the East Coast. I'm from the West Coast, raised on the West Coast. Okay. I'm going to tell you something, man. During the height, and I'm just for a lot of you younger cats that maybe y'all don't, it's too young to understand. The East Coast, West Coast beef. And you know what, man? I think I'm going to start talking about this kind of stuff. During that time, people on the West Coast, we sided with Pac and Death Row. But if you think that we weren't bumping Biggie in the club, we were. We were like, man, I side with Pac, I love Pac, but Big we were still bumping Big, bro. We were still bumping Bad Boy in the Bay. You go to any of the clubs, and Monty will tell you, any of the clubs that was hot, bro, back in them days, man. Celebrities in Fremont, Sweet Jimmy's in Oakland. We can just go on and on and on, man. I could just name a whole bunch of clubs that you guys don't know or don't care about, unless you're from the Bay from that time period, bro. We were playing everything, bro. I was promoting clubs back during them times, man. And hey, man, you guys better play some Biggie. You better play some of this 112. You better play some of this, the Locks. You better play some of this Little Kim. So you better play some of this Junior Mafia. Y'all better, because the girls loved it, and the girls love it. We love it. Understand that, dog. Understand that, man. Okay, because it was definite. You guys might have gotten into some arguments, but y'all was bumping it. Okay. Imani, I was Papa Shaq's customer, talking about my dad. Car insurance, my green IROC. He was in the Emmanuel Baptist Church business book. I called him and he came through. My father was Imani Gross's insurance man on his car, bro. Okay, like I said, man. My family at home, Bay Area, we're known, bro. David Suarez says, West Side Media, that's facts, homie. We're our stomping grounds. Y'all don't understand D. Suarez, bro. And if D. Suarez is co-signing West Side Media, understand. Real ones. Okay. People who was actually on the blocks, bending blocks, spinning the block. Really about that life. Okay. Trust me. These are real ones on here, dog. You don't see no other channels with no real ones with this kind of info. These are members of this channel. These ain't people just showing up. These are active members here. Trying to tell you, dog, we're real ones over here, bro. Imani said Junior Mafia's Get Money was cracking at the Beehive in Dimensions. Hey, man, you remember the Terrell Owens story, man? Terrell Owens took you home one night, man. Gave you a ride home, dog, man. Man, them times, dude, it just got too many good stories, tales, too many good things to say, man. Great times, and they're also very dangerous times, too, Imani. They were very dangerous times, but we had a lot of fun, bro. We had a lot of fun. Okay. Aziz Abdul, man, salute, man. What's going on? Okay. Imani said T.O. I've told people my Beehive T.O. story, dog. Okay, T.O., Terrell Owens, bro. All those 49ers, Jerry Rice, I got Jerry Rice stories. I got 49er stories. I got Raiders stories. I got Charles Woodson stories. Because we were hanging out with them. Imani, man, put a 1 in the chat, Imani, to let these guys know. We were in the clubs with the guys who you used to watch on TV. We would see them play, and then that night, we'd be at the club with them, dog. Slapping hands with them, talking to them, talking to the same girls, chopping it up, drinking, doing it. It was good times, bro. 1, see that 1? That's a big-ass 1 right there. Is that it, y'all? Oh, my sister Beverly, Bev Montoya. Okay. My sister Bev said, who said the Beehive? Bev, my sister Bev was the bartender at the Beehive. That night when T.O. acted a fool, my sister was giving me big ass, strong ass Long Island iced teas, Bev. You used to make the strongest ass Long Island iced tea I ever had in my life. Cause she was like, what you want, bro? I said, hook me up with one of your Long Islands. My sister Bev would fucking do one of these. Yeah, so what are you doing? You bitch, stay out of trouble, bro. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. And then a little spritzer coach. That's how our drinks used to be at the Beehive, Bev. You used to hook it up. Imani, you know, Bev, you know. That's how it used to be. I'm like, damn, Bev, I can't drink this. I like to be sober in the club, dog. Because we used to have thugs in suits. We had dress codes. It wasn't no tennis shoes, was it? No, you couldn't wear no tennis shoes. You had to wear some serious clothes, some hard shoes and shit. Button up shirt, wasn't no crazy shit, no hats, none of that. These cats would be fighting like they was in the gym, bro. Okay. Off the chain, Raider Syndicate with the 1. Okay. Long Island's was lit. I call them Strong Islands. Psh. You ain't never had a Long Island like Bev Montoya's ones. Ridiculous. Okay. I wasn't a big drinker. I wasn't a drinker, dog, like that. When I go out in the club, I wasn't a drinker. I was too busy trying to pop at your girl. I was too busy trying to figure out an angle. Like, I don't want to walk up drunk. Plus, man, I had to be ready. Half of the fights that I was in, that I was a part of, I was sober. I had an advantage. He's like, y'all want to get buck crazy? Dog, it's going to be real easy, bro. Plus, I had knew everybody. So it's like, man, I'm sober. So just in case somebody pulled a blicky out, somebody pulled a little shank out or some shit, there was some cack action, I wasn't going to get caught up in it because I was sober, bro. Okay. Mandingo Butter in the house. What's going on? Martin Morales, see what always popped at the Beehive every once in a while. Y'all be, Martin Morales is from the Bay too. Every once in a while, T.O. and Jerry were staples of downtown San Jose nightlife. Man, I could really say some shit. Like, if I was that type of brother, man, I could really say, like, I really know shit. Like the guys who are in the Hall of Fame and that NFL Hall of Fame that played in the Bay Area, I know some shit. But I'll never blow nobody out. I'll say something that everybody knows. That T.O. story that I told before, everybody saw that. Bev was there when it happened, and she saw other stuff. Like, everybody knows these are stories that are legendary in the Bay that we know, that a lot of people wouldn't believe. Because back then there wasn't social media, there wasn't camera phones. Thank God there wasn't no camera phones, y'all. Thank God there wasn't no damn Instagram Live, Facebook Live. It was my word versus your word. And that's all, bro. That's it. Who's more credible? Who's more believable? You could just lie. If people believed you more than the other person, what can they say? Oh, man, I saw Shaq and Shaq was doing this. I said, man, you gonna believe that fool, man? Look at what he's driving. Look at what he's driving. Yeah, man, he does kind of drive a bucket. I'm like, yeah, but he's telling the truth. But I'm using my influence to make sure. Okay. You want it? Tilt status, sweets, suited and booted almost. Hey, bro, suits, yeah. Hey, dog. We call them thugs in suits, bro. We call them thugs in suits, man. Hey, man, I may have to walk away. This guy's always playing music over here. Let me walk away, man, because he's going to come over there and mess up my video. Hold on, y'all. Because I can't have no copyright strikes. Hold on, y'all. Here he comes. Let's see if he comes over here. Okay. He's walking away. There's always this cat that's walking around, his brother that's walking around here, and he plays his music hella loud. And if I get any music in my video, I'm going to get a copyright strike. All right, here he comes, man. I may have to walk down or walk a little bit, man. I can't be having no copyright strikes on my video, you guys. I'm sorry for it bouncing around, but he's just walking up and down the street, man, blasting some music, and I can't have that on my feed, man. So you don't. Okay, just hope he keeps going, dog. Hold on, you guys. Sorry to interrupt the feed, man, but this guy has messed up videos for me before. Okay, because he's playing music that's copywritten. I can't have no copywritten material on my video. Okay, oh shit, we watching, dog. He's just one of them kind of guys that just needs attention, man. All right, good. He's walking over there. Good. Okay. But if you see me get up, you'll know why, man. It's like, come on, bro. You don't have to be playing your music that loud, dog. All right. Mandigo Butter. Imani said E49 Hurricanes had to have them. Yeah, man. The Slurricanes, Imani. Hurricane, but you could call it Slurricane. E40, man, it's making me miss home, man. It's making me miss home. Bev says I did do my best to give good drinks. Nah, you made my shit extra strong, Bev. You made my shit extra strong because you knew I wasn't a drinker, bro. I wasn't a drinker, bro. I wasn't a drinker. I wasn't a smoker, bro. I was just into trying to get at pop at abroad. That's all. Me and my boys. That's all we wanted to do, dog. I wanted to be with the tightest ones. And if you was caught slipping, don't get into a fight and let your girl go to the club, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. It'll be now you see me, now you don't. Hey man, Shaq was just here. Where did he go? I'm gone, bro. I'm gone. Okay, man. Deagle Brothers shopping at the Oak. Yeah, man. You already know. Hey, we did all of that, man. Raider Syndicate put them gators on with Shaq on the fedora. Oh, I didn't do all of that, dog. I didn't go that hard with it, bro. I just dressed nice. I dressed nice, bro. I had on some shoes that in case I had to get some cacking, I can get my run on. Don't wear no shoes that you slipping and sliding and shit. You better wear something with some grip. You know what I'm saying? I wear some nice shoes that I could, that I wouldn't be sliding around. I'm out. Somebody starts shooting, I'm gone, bro. You don't know how many times we was in the parking lot pimping and somebody cacked off some shit and we had to run and shit. Okay? He might have said Oak Tree, Hammer and Lewis. The Oak Tree, Hammer and Lewis, bruh. Hardy Boys. Imani, Hardy Boys at Eastridge, bruh. Hardy Boys. I'm going back. A merry-go-round. Oh, man, this good times, bruh. Good times. They said we had the biggest cuts for Long Island's Hurricanes and AMFs. Psh. Bad, one of them drinks will last me all night, man. I would slow down on that shit you give me and just hope the ice would melt. It was so damn strong, bro. Man, I was just hoping the ice would melt, dog. Like, damn, please. Doug Spears, what's up in this joint? You already know. Steven, and they said, white man, I should fear his own kind, doing the kind of killing in here, Tupac. That's it. What Steven said, the quote that he put on here is the quote that the district attorney quoted Tupac. And they said the white man I should fear, but it's our own kind doing the killing here. He said that quote in his press conference, bro. I'm trying to tell you, dog. I'm trying to tell you it was that serious, bro. These people are fans. They're hip hop guys. I wouldn't be surprised if the sheriff and the district attorney used to have their hair shaved on the side with a damn rat tail in the back, man, running around saying back to the grill again, back to the grill again. Those of you guys know, I don't even need to say to y'all real hip hop heads out there what I just said, bro. Third base. They were probably running around saying third base songs. Okay, they were doing all that. The gas face. They looked like they back in the days. They was really into hip hop culture, bro. Lonnie says bumping like he's going down San Carlos. I wore Rockport's rubber soles. Yeah, we wore rubber soles in the club. We didn't wear them hard ass gators and shit. We didn't do that, dog. I know I didn't, but the thugs that was fighting did. They was wearing gators. They was wearing Stacey Adams. Okay. Don't say IOU sweaters, man. They was wearing everything, bro. But guess what? Like I said before, as much as we were Death Row, Pac, Suge, Snoop, Daz and Corrupt, Dre, because Dre at the time, Dre was just leaving to go to start Aftermath. Dog, I used to see cats at the club wearing Coogee. Especially if you go to Oakland and you go to Oakland, bro. Hey, Monty, what's the name of the club up there in Emeryville that Hammer was out there? He used to be killing that club up there, man. The big club. I can't think of the name of it right now. I've been there a couple of times, man. The club out there in Emeryville that Hammer, he was out there just killing it, killing everything, moving, dancing, winning all those contests and all that. I can't think of the name of the club right now, bro. But yeah, cats was wearing Coogee sweaters in Oakland, bro. God. Ready sitting there, Shaq, you got me over here dying. Like, see you with some gators looking like super fly pimping. Nah, I didn't wear no gators, bro. I wore rubber sole shoes, bro. I be wearing like Kenneth Cole, you know. I had a little side job at Kenneth Cole, bro, and I would just work there just to get the discounts, bro. I worked there like, you know, like on, you know, a couple of days a week. I'd use all my money to buy Kenneth Cole leather jackets. And see, back in the Bay, you could wear a leather jacket, you know, nice shoes to go with it, man. You know what I'm saying? Some cool cool slacks, or wear some chinos, and you know, make sure they was really pressed up, man, and fucking put the crease in the front and shit. You know, that kind of shit. That's how I dressed, dog. I needed to be. I wasn't wearing no big ass fucking all that shit, dog. I wasn't doing that. Cafe Echelon. No, it's not. Silks. Yes, Silks. That's it, Imani. Silks. I couldn't think of the name of it. Silks, bruh. I went to Silks. None of my boys wanted to go to Silks, bro. They were too intimidated. They were too intimidated to go to Silks. I had to go to Silks by myself, Imani. I had to go all the way to Emeryville to go to Silks by myself because cats were scared. I'm like, man, I'm going to Silks. I need to check it out. I need to see what's popping. It was so big in there and so dark. I could see why they were scared, but I wasn't scared. But I went in there, dog. I met a little something, you know what I'm saying, up there in Vallejo. I met something that lived up in Vallejo. I bounced out and went to her crib. But Silks was so big and so vast in there, you couldn't have fun unless you were with people. And that they were like, yo, dog, what you doing? Man, I want to go to Silks. Oh, man. They would go to San Francisco, go to City Lights. Remember City Nights? City Nights up there in Frisco. They go to City Nights. They go to the clubs in Frisco. They do all of that. Or we go to SAC. Okay. But I said I wanted to go to Silks. I went to Silks a couple of times. I met a couple of girls up there, man. But you know, it wasn't a cool situation, bro. Because some of them girls, dog, they didn't let you know that they baby daddies was gangsters. And like I said, I got stories. Okay. Sweet Jimmy's, Jeffries, yeah. Jeffries was always cool, Bev. You know what it is. British Knight. I didn't wear no British Knights, though. I was a Nike guy. But, yeah, people wore those British Knights, bro. They wore those, man. Especially those Michael Jackson ones. Remember Michael Jackson's had the British Knight. What was it, British Knights that he had, Imani? What shoes did Michael Jackson had? A tennis shoe for a while. Yes, Silks. Mandigo Butter. Silks was cracking. I was like, it was like a big-ass warehouse. Big-ass warehouses with stages, bars, and it was ridiculous in there, bro. But I couldn't keep going up there by myself, man. It's like, man, y'all don't want to roll? And it's like, nah, dog, I'm good. I couldn't get none of my boys to go with me to Silks, but I went a couple times. I came up in there. I did. All right, is anything else going on with y'all, man? Okay, dog. Hey, man, we chopped it up about it. Hey, man, we're going to talk more about this kind of stuff. I'm glad you guys came in. Make sure you guys are checking out all the other videos, the videos that we did on Chandler Jones earlier. Make sure you check that out, bro. Check out what I said about Chandler Jones. Okay, the video we did earlier. Bev, your man is tripping. DeMarcus Webb said something and they got to delete it, man. I didn't delete it. You said something, bro, but it's something about British Knights or something. Zach Hammer said MC Hammer had the British Knights. Yes, he did. He did, bro. Shit, I had the parachute pants, man. I had the parachute pants, bro. Like, I had all that shit, dog. I had the parachute pants. Me and my best friends from Chicago, we went to Chicago for the summer, man. I had me some parachute pants. Me and him bought some parachute pants that nobody had. Brought them back. Them big-ass pants that Hammer had, we had those, bro. We had them, dog. British Knights, yo, Shaq, you need to come out to Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, man, I heard a lot about Vancouver, dog. Raider Syndicate. I've never been to the Northwest. The furthest that I ever been up that way is Eureka. That's at the tip of California. I had to go up there for a basketball tournament. I've never been to Oregon, Washington. I've never been that way at all. And I plan on doing that. But I know Vancouver got Cuban cigars up there, dog. I know that. Okay, I know that. I got to go up there. I'll come up there and hang out with you. Okay. David Suarez, haha, I was running the streets. It was hard to respect people who were British nice and K-Swiss shoes. I never had a pair of K-Swiss, but my boys used to wear K-Swiss. They used to wear K-Swiss, and they used to wear what them shoes called? Stan Smiths, Adidas Stan Smiths. A lot of my boys wore K-Swiss and Stan Smiths. I was a Nike guy. I just wore Nikes, bro. I wore my Air Jordans. I wore my Air Force Ones. You know what I'm saying? I'd wear Air Max 90s, Air Max 95s and shit. That's what I wore. Matching sweatsuits. I still wear that. I still do the same shit, bro. As you can see, I still do the same shit. You know, now I can afford all the stuff that I couldn't afford. I could afford everything that I couldn't buy then. And my wife's like, damn, how many more shoes are you going to buy? I'm going to go buy some more tomorrow. I'm going to go pick up my Jordan Playoff 8s tomorrow. I already got them reserved. God. David Suarez, my dog, man. B. Suarez is a real one, man. You got. I'm not even going to tell you his pedigree. To just understand, David Suarez knows what he's talking about, dog. God. Understand. We got real ones on here. I appreciate all the Bay talk, all you Bay Area people on here. It's great to have people talk about what I know. It's like here in LA, I can't really talk to nobody about the Bay. You know, every once in a while you meet somebody who had a cousin in Oakland, or you know, yeah, my cousin lived in Sac, but they don't have like the pedigree we got to talk about what we're talking about right now. Zach Hacker, Monty, DeMarcus Webb, Kenneth Cole got the fly gear. Cole Haan, yeah. Cole Haan had the Nike Air in them, dog. Cole Haan, I wore those. I wore Cole Haan. I wore Kenneth Cole. That's what I would wear. Because they look fly. And the heels, the things about Kenneth Cole and Cole Haan shoes is that they had a rubber heel, but it looked like a wood heel. Very comfortable. And I could run if I had to, bro. Understand, ain't nothing gangster about getting shot, bro. Ain't nothing gangster about that, dog. What's gangster is you was there and you was able to get away. You know, that was what's gangster about it, man. Nah. I can see something saying this. No, I don't have anything, bro. Okay. So yeah, you guys, man. And Monty said, fam band. Yeah, you already know. Okay. Yeah, that was that cat, man. That was that cat that was playing the music. He came right over here. Every time I'm over here, this cat comes over here, asking me, do I have a smoke for him? Do I have something for him? I'm like, nah, I don't have nothing for you, dog. Like every time he sees me, he wants to give him something. Dog. Come on, bro. Leave me alone. Bev Montoya with the $10 dono. Thanks, Bev. You know I can use that. Hey, Bev, your shirt is already in the process, man. My sister Beverly bought a shirt. Bought an unfiltered Matthew Shack unfiltered shirt. It's on its way, girl. It's already, I approved it today. It's going through. Zach Hacker said, I did too. You know what it is. Tipping my bartender. That's right. And you already know, Bev. You already know. My sister Bev was so gangster, I tried to tip Bev. She was like, you better get your money out of here. Your money's not good with me. Remember that, Bev? I was like, good, because back then I didn't have a whole lot of money. I'm like, I'm going to tip my sister, but I really don't got it. Maybe that's why you never made me tip. Shit. Zach said, I was in Washington State in 95. And, man, I had one cat that I played football against, man, went to UW. Played football up there, man. Played at UW. Zach, I would love to have a pair of Jordans. Come to my house, dude. I got Jordans that I've never worn that are over 30 years old, man. Just in the closet. They're just turning into rubble, bro. They're just turning into rubble, man. They look brand new, man, but they all fucking crumbled up and shit. Because back then they used to use the foam, and now it's all cracked and shit. But shit, I've had them for 30 years. I'm not getting rid of them. I have a whole shoe closet, bro. That's full of shoes. Just shoes I'm never even gonna wear, bro. I just buy them just because I can afford them. Raider Syndicate. That's what I smoke when we got some good premium cigars around in lounges. Yeah, man, you in Canada. The only thing that I heard about a Raider Syndicate up there, dog, is that Canada now has like a very expensive tax on cigars now. But so does California. You know. So yeah, but I come up there and go to the straight. Get me some cubes. Give me some Cubans, bro. Okay. Let's just get off those BK. Man, man, my nephew's on here. My nephew Shelton is on here. Hey, you already know, nephew. My nephew's on here, man. S Swopes one. I'm gonna say something about my nephew who I love to death, man. Well, my nephew was a baby, man. His mom, my sister, who I love to death, had the audacity and unmitigated gall to put some British Nikes on my nephew's feet. Okay, and his uncle and me, all we wore was Jordans. So I said, "Why do you have?" And he's gonna. That's why he's laughing. I said, he don't remember this, but it's true. Everybody in the family knows the story. I said, "Why in the hell do you have my nephew wearing these raggedy ass British Nikes?" His mother said, "Well, if you want him to wear some Jordans, go get him some." You know what I did? I grabbed him. I grabbed my nephew who's on here, who's now a father of 2 daughters, put him in my car, drove him to Valley Fair Mall, and bought him some Jordans, the same ones that I had, the same ones his uncle had, and came back to the house with the shoes on his feet. When his mother saw that, I said, "Give me the British Knack." She said, "No, I paid a lot of money for these." I grabbed them, I threw them in the trash bin outside. When I came back home from the club, she had went into the garbage can to get them out. She had to go dig in the garbage can to get them out because those British Knights cost like $100 or something. And I'm like, man, never buy him another pair of British Nikes again. And Shelton, I don't think you ever had another pair of BKs in your life, bro. But your mother's still mad at me behind that shit. She's still mad, bro. Okay. But don't tell me, don't go get my nephew some Jordans. If go buy them yourself, because you know I was gonna go get them, bro. That's exactly what I did. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's my nephew, D. Suarez. That's my nephew. SS Swoops is my nephew, dog. Okay. So if you're getting shot, then you're straight up slipping. That's right. There you go. My story is really weird, bro, because I wasn't a gangster, but I knew all the gangsters. Okay, I was cool with all the gangsters, man, because I had something they wanted, and that was access to a lot of females that they wanted to know. I was cool with the gangsters, bro. Like, the gangsters like me, bro. They're like, "Yo, man, what's up with this girl? Hey, man, you know that girl? Hey, man, I don't know her, but I know her own girl. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, blah, 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 blah." I mean, I was always hooking people up, dog. I was hooking everybody up with the game, dog, because they didn't affect me. I wasn't trying to pop at the same girls you was trying to pop at. If you was with them, you was with them, dog. Unless they got caught, unless they wanted to come over and kick it. God. Better Seneca said, "I ain't never been to Cali." Hey, man. I would say that now Cali isn't as fly as it used to be. But come down, as a tourist, yeah, it's cool. Hit the hot spots, man. You come to California, you got to hit San Francisco. You got to do the little San Francisco tour shit, walk around, see the Golden Gate Bridge, do all of that. But now it's a lot of homelessness, man, in all these areas, man. It's not even how it used to be. But if you come down here, you can get around. But watch out. Don't get bopped in the Bay Area. Don't go to the Bay Area and have all your luggage and all your shit in your car. They're going to bop your shit. That means they're going to break into your shit in broad daylight and they're going to take everything you got. God. Know your surroundings, bro, especially in the Bay. You're going to get bopped up there. But check out San Francisco. Come down to L.A. Probably safer in L.A. than anywhere as far as being a tourist. This is a tourist city. Then go to San Diego, and you'll see all that. You'll see everything. And if you want to be a hiker, go to Yosemite and all that. Yosemite and all that kind of stuff. So I said, my brother know what I'm speaking of. You already know. Okay. Zach's hackers. Stay safe, bro. I always do, bro. This guy that we're talking about is not a guy I need to be worried about. He's a guy. He's a cat who is a homeless dude, but he's around. He doesn't look homeless, but he is, because we're in a nice area, and he can come up here. He'll get some money. He'll get some good food. You know what I'm saying? So he's just a guy who's always playing his music hella loud, walking around asking people for cigarettes and do they have a joint and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's my nephew, dog. That's my nephew, D. Suarez. Okay. SS Swoops is my nephew, dog. That's my blood. Okay. All right. Delusional Westbrook fan. I ain't been to Cali either. Would love to go on a Raider game in Oakland. I'm all the way out in New York. Hey, man, don't stop it. Go to the Death Star, bro. As much as I love Oakland, I grew up in that stadium. Much as I grew up in the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum, bro, it, it's a shit turd. Outside of the history, the only thing that makes it good is that it's Oakland and its history. But go to the Death Star, bro. The Death Star is the Mecca, bro. Okay. Oh, that's Sheila. Oh, okay. I thought that you were Shelton. That SS Swopes is my sister. Okay, she just texted me. I thought you were Shelton, girl. You should have said it was you. Okay. So the mother, who I took the British Knights and threw them in the trash, is on here. I thought you were Shelton. Okay. All right, that's my sister too. All right. Dak Snyder said I got brothers in Washington State. Yeah, come to Cali, man. Sheila up here rolling. Yeah, Sheila, I had to throw them fucking shoes away. Zach, I'm on the East Coast, born and raised. I got you. Yeah, this is your sister. Yeah, it's my sister. Yeah, my sister from Chicago, man. Don't get it jacked up. She's from Inglewood with an E, not with an I. I thought you were Shelton. I really did think you were your son. Okay. You ain't got no avatar. You don't be on here. Raider Syndicate. I had BK back in the day. I can't even lie, but then my pops got me right. Dog, by the time BK came out, I was buying my own shoes. Shit, my mom stopped buying me shoes when my shit started getting too big. My dad wears a size 12. I think my brother wears a size 11. When I got into 13, my mom was like, look, you gonna have to figure this shoe stuff out. Cause you ain't got no cheap taste. I was like, nah, I don't. I don't know. I'll just mow the lawn. I'll just get money from dad. I'll just clean the garage. I'll do what I gotta do. Cause he's like, nah, I ain't gonna keep buying these shoes. These Air Gordons. She was calling them Air Gordons. Air Gordons and all this. Nike. She was calling it Gordons and Nike. She's like, I ain't buying all of that. I'm like, don't worry about it, Mom. I'm still gonna be rocking it first day of school. I'm still going. The hustle don't stop. Okay, I'm definitely getting them. Okay, and it got to the point where it's like, let's get some of these females to buy these Jordans. Okay, come on, sis. Sheila, you already know. I would form Voltron on a pair of Jordans, bro. I get $20 from her, $15 from her, $30 from her. I'll just make a pile, go to Foot Locker. Okay, I make it happen. As far as you got to be from the hood to be a real one, OG, and you one of them. Hey, I'm from the hood. I just wasn't a gangster. I'm from the hood. I'm from the hood, bro. MP hood. I'm from a hood. I just was not a gangster, bro. I didn't. Fortunately for me, I didn't have to live that lifestyle. I came from a 2-parent family. Both of my parents were in the house. We had a legitimate, decent amount of money. I didn't grow up poor. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up rich, but I didn't grow up not having shit. You know, I had a new bike on Christmas. Unless I fucked up. Imani knows my parents. She knew my parents. When I was 14, I had my own phone in my room. I had my own phone line till I fucked that up. I slept on a waterbed and shit. I had all the fucking games and shit. I didn't have to, dog. I didn't have to get out there and slang. My boys did, and I would be with them. I would be hanging out with them and stuff. But man, as soon as I saw anything that looked like a black and white car, pew, I'm gone. Where you going? Hey, dog, that kind of looked like a police. Man, you scared. Hey, dog. I'm going down the block, man. Y'all go ahead. God. Yeah. Raider Syndicate, my boy D Suarez. Yeah, that's my sister. SS Swopes is my sister. Okay. She ain't over here acting like she my nephew. Not telling nobody who she is and stuff. Raider Syndicate. I'm originally from Miami, Florida, Shaq, but I moved to Vancouver for work. Hey, dog. All my family's from Florida. My mom's from Tallahassee, Florida. My dad's from Panama City, Florida. I got family down in Opa-locka. I got family in Tampa, St. Pete, Jacksonville, Gainesville. I got them all over the place, man. Liberty City. How do I know all of that, bro? I got family from my parents are from Florida, bro. There's so many relatives down there, it's ridiculous. Derek Suarez says, I ain't gonna front. When I moved to Vegas from the Philippines, my aunt bought me some LA gears with the lights. I was embarrassed. Oh, LA gears is what Michael Jackson had. LA gears is what Michael Jackson had. Yeah, dog, you weren't doing good, bro. You weren't doing good. If you were walking around with LA gears with lights on them, you weren't doing good. But since again, when you're ready to come, I'd love to have you, but for sure, dog. She says, man, I mean, you ain't got to be from my set, my bad. You know, hood, no doubt about it. Yeah, dog. Like, wow. Like back in the Bay, man, I was in East Palo Alto a lot. That's how I know Devontae. That's how I know Devontae Adams' family. That's how I know his dad, Doug Adams. Doug Adams and all his family. Like I said, Devontae was a little kid, you know. But I know his family, dog, because I was in the hood. I was in East Palo Alto. My music is me being a musician, I was a hip hop producer. I sang, I did music, I did all of that stuff. So that would get me in with all the drug dealers and all the gang guys, because they all did music, or they were producers, or they were, hey man, putting money into people, and I would just be scooping that money up, like, yo, dog, hey man, let me, what kind of tracks you got? Boom, boom, boom. Oh man, that's hot. How much you want? Hey man, give me 800. I was doing that. Give me 800. Give me 900. Give me close homie. Give me 500. They just, I'm in the studio. My pockets is fat. I'm legal. I wasn't dirty. I didn't have nothing in my car. I didn't smoke. I didn't drink. All I did was produce artists, get my money, and go to the club. Figure out what girls was there. Like, that's all I cared about, bro. But I was cool with everybody. Like, anybody that was in the life, I had no problems with. It was them lames, D. Suarez, that I had issues with. It was the lames that I had problems with. Those are the guys I never had a problem well with. Did I have a problem? Yeah, it was one guy I had an issue with, because his girl liked me and shit. He didn't. Yeah, man, that's a whole nother story, but nothing happened. Okay. And Liberty City people, I never met those members of the family, bro. Grew up in, where you say you grew up at, big dog? Overtown, yeah. Yeah. So is that it, y'all? We had a good talk. We had a good talk, man. Keep my head on the swivel, don't matter where I'm at. Because they rob in the good areas, too. All right, man, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go, man. I'm going to go ahead and give you some dinner. But this was a good conversation, man. Let's see if we can have some more talks like this, man. Stay safe, stay blessed, man. Zach Hacker, bless your family. 4 a.m. comes early, yeah, man. Go get that sleep, dog. Don't sit around here, bro. Go get the bag, and we'll holler, man. Magic Check and Filter.